BBG line, you will be one step to the left-hand side. Okay, to encourage them to go down the outside. If you encourage them to go down the outside, Scooby can go down the outside, left half can take the centre forward. Does that make sense? But what can't happen is you can't step and then you then watch her get into our circle. So you then have to go, and if our dropped in player, it doesn't have to always be the dropped in player, it could be the inside left, it's the inside, no it's not, it's the inside left that takes that player, the dropped in player takes your inside right. That's better.
So they're not running as far?
Yeah.
So the dropped in player will be starting in front of Hannah, Hannah, and Sarah. So right, so there'll be our back three, middle three, dropped in, front three.
Can I ask a question? The communication for that, do we just have to actually just see where Nicole is, where the left half is, to see if they leave their play, and then we all have to react?
We have to assume.
Hang on, let him answer.
We have to assume that that's going to happen.
Okay, so assume that that's going to happen.
Assume that that's going to happen, which means now that the inside left
Has to react.
is going to take the right forward,
Yeah.
and the dropped-in player has to take Sarah's players inside right. But Sarah has to get back and beyond, and you if you're doing it or Charlie's doing it, you have to get back and beyond. Right now, that's our worst case scenario. Our best case scenario is we do this first phase job well, and then that bit becomes less. Why? Because we keep it in this area here, and we stop the ball going to that player there.
So they're still there.
No, you'll still be doing this bit, you still do your normal bit, but that player doesn't get the ball now because we've done our job properly.
No, like they'd still move back with anticipation that the ball's going to come across, but hopefully if you do your job right there, then that person isn't going to be needed because you won't let the ball go.
This person is still doing the job that I've said.
Yeah.
Right? So let's say, for instance, come here, Katie, for me, please. Right, so let's say Katie
Sarah.
is there right forward, or a forward on the right hand side, right? So she's effectively gone because we've tried to make that 2v1 with Nicole taking Scooby's player. Guys, listen, please. With Nicole taking Scooby's player. That means this player is free, theoretically, right? Nicole can't leave this player unless you do your job properly. If you don't do your job properly, Scooby can't come off her player, Nicole can't step onto Scooby's player. Don't understand
If you let someone cut down the wrong side, then
So if
nobody
you
can
let them
move
cut
along.
in this way, from where Hannah is, Scooby has to stay with her player, Nicole has to stay with her player. That's why you're offsetting.
So you give them that channel so they run that way.
You're
and
giving
you
them the
run-
outside line.
Yeah. Well, just to clarify, what initiates the fact that players gone?
That we're happy with, so if Lucy's player picks the ball up, it's what Lucy's player then does with the ball, right? So if Lucy has stepped off and Lucy's effectively going, go on then, that's your line, then Lucy, then that player then sets it up and Scooby then steps in, and you can then go, right, that's then Scooby's player, and then this person, they're inside left. So even if you're doing a delaying tactic, okay, then the inside left is coming back onto that player, and the spare player or the link player is coming back onto Sarah's player.
Is this all the way along the pitch?
Just, that's the back line.
Whenever your
What's the
player's got
formation?
Whenever my player-
Just
3, 3, 1, 3.
and where's Fee?
Sorry?
Where's Fee?
Left hand side of the back 3.
So the same the other way around.
Can we
probably.
speak into the camera? Left hand side of the back 3.
Zoom in, close moment.
Okay? So you're on the west side.
Oh dear.
Okay, happy with that? So it's normal. We're playing normal. So it's normal for. So for instance, if you can step in front, yeah. If it's coming down our right hand side, and you can deny your player the ball, then that's what you do. That's your first phase job. Deny your player. However, if the centre forward is 20 metres higher than you, then you've got to drop off your player, because otherwise one pass now goes straight to Scooby's player, and it's 1-on-1 at the top of our circle. So you've got to think.
What, is that just if the centre player is out, or if the centre player is in line?
Then fine. Then we can. The more congested they are, the better it is for us.
Still try and stop them going
You
down.
still, if in an ideal world, we want to try and we want to stop them first phase. We want to be able to step in front. Okay, but what we can't do is we can't all look to step in front and be called flat. There's then one person that turns and goes or gets a deflection if they're in behind us. Sorry. So as a 3, you're doing a delaying tactic if we can, but preferably you step in front on your one side. Does that all make sense to everybody? Becky, you happy with that? Does everybody else understand that?
With this, it just it feels like I need to play slightly higher just in case. Or is that just ignore that and
No,
play?
you don't. Do you do what you feel is right?
Okay.
You know, every situation's different.
Okay.
Be aggressive on it.
Okay.
It's fine. But this is quite a physical side that we're playing against. They're quite a big physical side, and I think if we can irritate them a little bit, you know, and get them to keep going further and further back to get the ball, then that's what we're going to be doing.
Can I ask just quickly
Yeah.
about the hit-outs?
Yeah.
They're looking at press it really hard. Obviously, we're going to have sort of in the middle, and that's when they press in the middle. They've got too wide, so we don't want to be too defensive, do we? We don't want to drop back too much, because that's when we got caught last time.
Yeah.
So do we want to just try and be attacking, and then just try and look for people in the middle to
Yeah, you're
move
looking
it
to
around?
try and hit the ball past first phase
Okay.
that way,
Yeah.
all right, and also, but then going that way and then
Then
first
right,
phase. So
okay.
effectively the same tactic that we were meant to be employing on Saturday, but you were letting. So if this was you there, right, you were letting the player stand there on the 16s and not move. And if you're saying I can see her, she can see me, but you were like, and I was stood there, I could see where Fee wanted to put it, and this player was clueless as to where you were. She just put herself there, and then you stayed there. So you needed to have gone up and in, and you would have picked the ball up every time. Huh? Yeah, and that's the same practice as we did on Monday. It's about you, if you know that you want to put it across that line, which is definitely on when you picked it up, if you picked it up in that gap, is making sure that you're going right to left first to then be able to